So I'm really struggling with these vlog type videos where I'm trying to move away from my studio setup location and trying to film in other places to make it look cozy, you know, like in my room or on the floor in front of my bookcase, you know, like everybody else does. And I'm having a rough time. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of discouraging. And I have to keep reminding myself, I'm just starting out. I have no experience doing any of this. Everything I'm doing is literally basics, me teaching myself from watching other people do it and watching YouTube videos and trying to just play with things that I have, and also like working on a budget. You know, I didn't run out and buy the best equipment. I do have like entry-level beginner things. Having decent equipment is expensive, and you know, I got what I could get. Every little upgrade you're adding like a couple more $100. So I'm trying to make the best with what I have and trying to make it work. And I know that people that are more experienced could probably do wonders with the equipment that I have because they know how to do editing, they know how to do all this post-production things, they know how to do proper lighting and proper audio. But I don't really know how to do that when it comes to cinematography. I'm not a cinematographer. Is it a hobby that I'm very much enjoying? Yes, I am. I'm kind of wishing that I had somebody to like teach me how to do things. It would be nice if I had a mentor or a class that I could take where I could actually learn how to use my camera properly. It's kind of hard when you decide I want to make YouTube videos all of a sudden, but I have no idea how to film, edit, or any of that. So I'm really learning on the fly here. I'm just out here trying to mimic my favorite YouTubers and seeing how it goes. I am having fun with it though. This is actually turning into a really fun hobby. But it is kind of taking away a lot of time that I have for other hobbies. For instance, reading. So because I'm getting into playing with my camera, making videos, essentially making movies, I've been putting a lot of time and dedication into that. So I've been working on editing a lot and trying to get better at that, working on how to film better shots, and watching a lot of videos as research to learn what to do, what not to do, what things that I can try. And because I'm doing all those other things, I have had no time for reading. So all that to say, it is already September 5th and I have not picked up a single book. I have overcommitted this month because I wanted to join all the readathons. I narrowed it down to 2. So if you watched my September TBR video, you saw that I play my own TBR game Final FMC, where I got, I believe, 6 different prompts. So that's 6 different books I already have to read just for my own TBR game. Then I wanted to do Magical Readathon, so I had 6 more prompts. Luckily, I was able to at least combine most of those prompts, so I think it narrowed it down to 7 books total that I would need to read to complete both of these challenges. But then on top of that, I decided that I needed to also commit to another readathon, and I know these commitments are my own. Nobody's holding me accountable to these. Nobody's pressuring me to do these things. I'm doing this to myself. Why? Because I like it. Because it's fun. And at the same time, extremely overwhelming. So I'm trying to balance the fun with the pressure that I'm putting on myself. All of that to say, I'm also doing the Readathon Rebellion, created by Lenore Reads. And I was really excited about that one, and I still am, because she kind of set it up like a game. So she created this really cool map where we have to follow along the path to eventually save our leader, who is kidnapped by the ancestors. So I believe we are the diviners who can go up against the ancestors and defeat them, and that means you have to join one of the diviner orders. And I joined the Order of the Eye, which are seers, and I believe that that affects certain prompts that you might get along the way. So I chose easy mode, which means you roll 2 6-sided dice and move along the board, eventually getting to where the ancestors are keeping our leader. I do believe Mel said that this is chapter 1, titled The Rescue, because she does have the intention of creating more chapters of this readathon in the future. So next year I believe it'll be chapter 2, and there'll be a different mission for us to complete. So I'm really hoping that the prompts I land on for the Rebellion match up with the books that I've already chosen for my September TBR, because I clearly don't have the time to be adding on additional books on top of the ones I already chose. You know, the ones that I don't know if I'm even going to get to because I literally haven't read one sentence of a page of a book yet. So we're really going to see how it goes this month. I think I'm going to have to start learning how to speed read while still retaining information and enjoying my reads at the same time. I don't know how doable that is. But you know what? It's fine. Like I said, I put these pressures on myself, And it really doesn't need to be. If I read one good book this month that I enjoy, I'm gonna be happy. I just like convoluting things and making things more difficult than they need to be, so that's on me. But don't let me fool you, I do like the stress. Or else I wouldn't do it. Because nobody's forcing me, I'm doing it to myself. And I know a lot of you understand what I'm talking about because I see you out there doing the same thing. We all do it. We love playing TBR games, making these long TBRs, and then we struggle to actually read them, even though reading is the hobby that we love to do. We love reading books. But clearly we also like games and challenges. So here we are. Let me know in the comments if you've also overwhelmed yourself this month with a big TBR and not enough time to read these books. I'm curious how many of you are also on the same page as me right now.